Hey, I just wanted to share something with you that's a fabulous thing that's happened this week with a couple that I've been working with and helping with their strategy going forward. And basically, we did something that was absolutely amazing. Um, and they are over the moon with what's happened. And I want to share the strategy with you. I'll tell you a little bit about the situation. We were out looking at properties together, and we came across a few deals. And one of the deals, in fact, on the viewings we did, we managed to put in a few offers. And what's happened is it looks like two of those offers have been accepted. Now, one of those offers is fine. They've got the funds, they can do it. It's not a problem. It's going to be a great strategy for them, and it's going to work really well for them. The second one has come through, and it's going to be a great strategy as well, and earn them great cash flow and make them great money. However, they don't have the money to do it. So what we had to do is come up with something creative and a way for them to get the property and to have the property, the second property, without really having any of their own money in the deal. So what we did was, now that the situation here was the property was for sale. It was a probate sale, so the property had been left to some people, or it was actually family, two related people, and they were selling the property, and they didn't really want the property anymore. It was relatives of theirs, and they didn't really feel that they wanted to keep it. So they put it on the market and they were selling it. Now, I'll give you some figures roughly on the property. Now, the property was on the market for £150,000. Now, that didn't work for us, and we managed to go in and negotiate and get some ideas, and we worked very closely with the agent to find out what we could actually get the vendor or the seller to accept, the two guys that were selling the property. Now, the seller wanted 130. Now we found out that they weren't going to go any lower than 130, which is brilliant because it's on for 150, so we've already got a discount there. But when we did our figures and when we did our numbers and we worked it all out, it turned out that we actually wanted to buy the property for about 125. Now, £5,000 is the difference. I know it doesn't sound like a lot of difference considering how much we've already got discounted off the property, but basically that 125 was the breaking point on the deal. If we didn't get it for 125, we weren't sure of the end value. We'd done our calculations, so we were being conservative on the end value, and that £5,000 may just not lose us money, but not be such a great deal. So what we did was we talked to the agent and we talked to the people selling the property, and what we suggested to them was, look, for us, the best we could do on this property was probably about 120 to 125,000. Now, we know that you guys really want 130 to 135 ideally, and right now we can't give you that, but we could give you that later on once we've done the property, because the property needed a total refurb. It really was effectively the person that was in there lived there all their life, and they hadn't really done, there was no central heating, electrics were really old, and it was no double glazing, anything like that. It was a very old property, so it needs a really good bit of work doing to it. So we said to them, look, you understand that. We explained all of this. We talked it through with them and what we were going to do with it, how we were going to do it. We were actually going to make this property a HMO, so we were going to get more rent from it and a higher income from it, and hopefully a higher end value for it. But we wouldn't know the actual end value we were going to get for sure until we actually did it. We had an idea of exactly what we would get on a conservative figure, but we may get more once we've done it up and so on. So what we did was we talked all of this through with them, and we said, look guys, how about we give you 120 for it now, and then we give you an extra 10 later once we've done it, if we can achieve that value. So they were kind of on board with that a little bit after a bit of conversation, and this is all about working with people and talking to people. They kind of came on board with it. So we pushed it a little bit further with them, and we asked a little bit more questions, talked a little bit more with them, and basically we ended up with this amazing situation with them. What we said to them is, look, you guys, would you sell for £130,000 purchase price? They went yes, and we said, fabulous. How about we give you £100,000 now when we buy the property, and then give you £30,000 in 6 to 12 months time when we've done all the work to the property. And they kind of went, oh, well, how does that work? So, well, effectively what we're going to do is obviously do the work up and we're going to get more value for it, but we need something like £30,000 to do the work. So if we give you £100,000 now, £30,000 later, after we've done the work and we've refinanced all the money back out again, we can give you that money. How do you feel about that? And during that time, we'll do a little bit of interest on that money. You're effectively letting us have the £30,000 for up to a year. They were very happy with the situation. They're very confident. We've gone to solicitors now and that's going to work. So effectively, we are not going to put any of our own money down except for some solicitors' fees on this deal, and it's amazing. So we're going to get the house for 130. We're only going to give them £100,000 now. Going to give them £30,000 later on, and they are happy with that because they're going to get £50,000 each to start with, another £15,000 in 6 months to a year's time, and they're comfortable with that. What a great deal. How could you do that? You can do that, guys. You can get out there. I just wanted to share that with you because it was really exciting. Something really happened and I really wanted you to know these things are out there. They're available. You can do this and you can do this now. Go out there and get going on it. Get doing it. If you need some help, you know where we are. Come and use us. Take care. Have a lovely weekend. See you soon.